Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Pillar to Post. You are watching Renegade Wrestling Organization. This is Fallout. As we started a new era here in the RWO. Everyone knows I've been gone for a while. I've done a couple of shows before last Saturday, but last Saturday was the beginning of our new era here on Pillar to Post. Now, a quick announcement before we move further. If you don't know, we've moved our stuff over to Discord. So if you want to get involved, you're going to have to contact me, let me know. And you can find me over there on Pillar to Post. That is capital P, ILLAR 2, that is a TO, and then capital P, OST. All one word. Ladies and gentlemen, want to thank you for joining me. Now, last Saturday we had a little bit of a to-do. Indeed, we had the Brotherhood turn their backs on the Vicious Circle. Since then, we have gotten word from Bill Haight. He has vowed to bring war here to the RWO, exact his revenge not only on Sin and Mordecai, but he has sent Yeti a personal warning. If you want a piece of him, and if you want the title, you damn well better earn it. Well, tonight, Yeti has the opportunity to earn it. He'll be taking on the number one contender in Scuzz. On top of that, we'll see a rematch. Meanie Bloodyard, former Pillar to Post champion and Second Circle champion, lost her titles due to a little mishap by the referee. So she will battle Alexa Weiss tonight in a rematch for the unified Pillar to Post title. I'm going to let you all know the titles are changing in appearance here on RWO. Now, starting off the show, we've got Cotton Candy and Evie Bloodyard. This match was set because before we went live, we had an issue in the back lot of this arena where we had kind of a Mexican standoff between the Ruthless Inc. crew, the Bloodyards, and the Brotherhood. Now, I was able to get it under control along with security before anything happened. And we've said it where these two women will collide in a number one contendership match. The winner of this match will face Stabatha for the Wasteland Gold. And then in a turn of events, Hammerstone has joined forces with Hammerheart of MPW. They are MPW's Warhammer. They'll be taking on RWO's Grifters in Drex Giddy and Slake Giddy, the brothers that want to sell you everything under the sun. We've got a number one contenders matchup for the Pillar to Post championship titles. It is Precious of the Angels of Anarchy taking on the Bloodyard Crew's Siri Bloodyard, former Wasteland champion, and Red Star. And then, number one contenders match. Yes, if Yeti can get past Scuzz, he will take Scuzz's number one contendership away, and he will be the first man to take on Bill Haight. And then, that match I was telling you about for the unified Pillar to Post championship title, Meanie Bloodyard will be taking on Alexa Weiss, the champion. And then Wolf Tirgaviste, Fred Starr, and Killshot Mason Storm will face off in a triple threat elimination match. And the winner will be the men's Pillar to Post number one contenders. And our main event, it will be Ruthless Inc., Jeff Haight, and David Ruin. David Ruin, actually one half of the tag team partners, but the Brotherhood in Mordecai and Sin, they took those titles, Sin being the other half of those tag champions. Well, tonight we are going to decide who actually is tag team champions. Next week, they will have to face the Underground Tag Team Champions to unify the tag gold. Let's get to it, folks. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Hope you're all having a great week. It is wet one day out here and snowing again the next. The Wasteland, she is a fickle bitch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a #1 contendership to the Wasteland Championship title. Current champion is Stabatha. Should be an interesting match, and representing Ruthless Inc. Ooh, have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, former Wasteland champion, she is Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy had a hell of a run as the Wasteland champion. Lost that gold to none other than Stabatha in a unification match we had Saturday. Now wants to get her rematch. Well, her face-off in the parking lot this afternoon. Well, it set it off. She is no longer going straight for a rematch. No, she's got to get through her opponent tonight. Let's see how she manages things. Can she come out on top over a veteran? Until now, Cotton Candy hasn't had much time in that ring. It's only been the last year of RWO that she's actually gotten into the ring and done battle. But ladies and gentlemen, representing the Underground and the Bloodyard crew, she is the living legend herself, Evie Bloodyard. She's been with RWO since near the very beginning. A new look this time around as she enters the ring once again. This woman has gone through hell and back again here in the RWO. I can't even list you all the titles she has held here, let alone in Big Dog Wrestling. A hell of a competitor and will definitely bring the fight to Cotton Candy. This is a #1 contendership match. And thank God I don't have to pay for all that pyro. Horace Hammerstone, no longer going by Horace, just Hammerstone, has joined forces with MPW's Hammerheart. That's coming up next. Right now, big important match for these two women. Main event going to be knocking it out of the park. Welcome one, welcome all. The link is shared out in Discord. If you are a part of Discord, you want to get involved here with the RWO and see what's going on Discord, you got to make sure you let me know your handle there. Send me a friend request to Pillar to Post. That is capital P in both Pillar and Post. But right now, former Wasteland champion starting off strong, Cotton Candy, with a huge forearm right to the temple of Evie Bloodyard, the ground and pound. We're starting off strong here in Fallout. Springboard. Oh, missed the Pele. There's the acrobatics of Evie Bloodyard. Not shying away from a risk here in the RWO. Ain't happening when it comes to Evie. Back in control. Irish whip. Evie off the ropes. Pops her up. Oh, and hammers down. We're going full tilt right into the action here. And now holding the damn thing back is Ruthless Inc.'s very own beauty, Cotton Candy. And the, trash can being brought into play. Evie draped over that turnbuckle. Finally showing some signs of life. And capture suplex. Damn! T-boned her straight to the Underground. And just tried snapping her neck. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going right to the very bitter end here. If you can't take them out, murderize them. And that's what Evie Bloodyard just tried to do, snapping Cotton Candy's neck, almost twisting it around so she was looking at her own asshole. Sledgehammer coming into play. Oh, we got another inductee of the Anal Hammer of Doom, and that goes to Cotton Candy. Hey, there's only one hammer that enters that anal cavity, and that belongs to Bill Haight. Stopping now on the fingers of Cotton Candy, the former Wasteland champion. I think she's about thinking she bit off a little bit more than she can chew. Here's the cover, hook of the leg. We got the one. And only a one. Emphatic kick out there by Cotton Candy. Springboard drop kick. The speed, the agility of Evie Bloodyard. Not many can stand the test when they are facing this former Wasteland champion. Here's a reversal, rolls her up. We got a pinfall attempt. The referee's out of position. God damn it, that was a 3. Here's the reversal. Back and forth we go. The referee is slower than a fucking snail. Christ's sakes. That allowed Cotton Candy to get the upper hand once again on Evie Bloodyard. And there's an elbow. Catches her right in the teeth. Fails to complete that shoulder block. Springboard shoulder block there by Cotton Candy. Cotton now setting her up, going full throttle. Pedal to the metal. Burying that foot right in her breastises, folks. And, ooh, damn. Got a good taste of that aluminum trash can, not once but twice as Cotton Candy followed through, tossing that trash can right in the face of Evie Bloodyard. Going back outside now, the trash can ain't good enough, folks. You gotta get the stick, as in the kendo stick. Seen a lot more vicious competition coming out of Cotton Candy here ever since Bill Haight promised to bring back Ruthless Inc. And oh my God, cradle to your grave pile driver. We got the cover and the 1, the 2. Big kick out there. That was 2 counts by a cut hair, let me tell ya. Puts her down with the trash can, does Evie Bloodyard, and a cutter out of nowhere. We got 2. It is over. The new #1 contender for the Wasteland title, the woman facing Stabatha, is none other than Evie Kutlakova Bloodyard. Oh, how mercy. What a way to open up the show, folks. If you're watching now or you're watching the playback, it don't matter. That is the way you open up a show. Make a statement, claim your spot, and you take what you want. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a little MPW versus RWO here. We are going to do a second show of MPW here on Pillar to Post. This is just kind of set things up. And, well, Hammerstone has joined forces with Hammerheart to take on the Giddies, as in the Grifters. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, this tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Midwest Pro Wrestling, he is Hammerheart. And on the other side is Hammerstone. They are Warhammer. Hammerheart, the one in the black trunks. Hammerstone, the one in the red. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 big sumbitches ready to throw down, represent Midwest Pro Wrestling. intermingling here, you might say, with the imaginary wrestling federations. And representing the wasteland and RWO. If you think you want it, they'll sell it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grifters in Slake and Drex Giddy. If you want to see some of the artwork, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's all AI generated, but damn it, these two guys came up almost perfectly matching these wrestlers here. I've got a roster page of all the graphics for a lot of the wrestlers already. They look fucking fantastic. No tags necessary here. It's tornado tag time. And the Giddies taking control quickly. Big DDT on Horace Hammerstone. Ain't gonna happen that quickly, Slake. Drex, though, stomping on the brain pan of Hammerheart. Hammerstone rolled to the outside. Spur ringboard, go fuck yourself. I mean, Suicida. Tope. Suicida, yes indeed. And a DDT on the arena floor, ladies and gentlemen, as Drex winds him up and swing a neckbreaker to Hammerheart, dead center of the ring, right on top of the old W. There we go. Big elbow backing up Drex Giddy here as Slake sends Hammerstone back inside the ring. Hangs Drex out to dry, does Hammerheart. Here's the Irish whip and a beautiful hip toss by Slake Giddy, but a sleeper hold by Hammerheart. Trying to end it with a submission. And he ain't gonna get it done with the Giddies. They are slippery than a butter sock. Hammerstone trying to hold on to that top rope as Drex Giddy throws those ham hocks straight into his grill. Big back suplex right on the apron. Springboard drops down, does Hammerheart. I'm Stone. Stone is the one inside the ring. Drops Slake Giddy with an elbow. Going to town with the stops. Walking it dry, as they would say. Coming in with a pump kick does Slake Giddy on the outside. We got Drex Giddy working Hammerheart over, dropping the knee right across the bridge of his nose. Inside, Hammerstone taking control. And a whole lot of hammering going on in this ring, let me tell you. It could be sexual. I don't know. Hammerheart being ragdolled on the outside as Hammerstone climbs to the top. Oh, Hammerheart with a huge tornado DDT. And a diamond shoulder block takes down Slake. Here's the cover, dead center of the ring. 1. Not even 2. Trying to concuss Slake Giddy now is Hammerstone. Hammerheart controlling Drex Giddy on the outside, leading him around like he's on his first date. Dropped him off right there at the steps of the ring. Taking him home. Dropped down here by Hammerstone. Leapfrog now, setting him up. Went for a belly-to-belly. Found an elbow, but a spear. Cuts Slake Giddy down. Dropping that big boot. Size 15, I'm told, on that huge monster known as Hammerstone. Rings of Saturn's submission here as Drex tries to get up in order to break it, could not break it. Warhammer destroying the Giddies here. Ain't no hope when you're going up against Warhammer. Chop block there, taking out the legs of the big man known as Hammerstone. Hammerheart drops the cover by Drex. Only good for a 1. Another diving move. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tope Suicida or a suicide dive, whichever. My tongue's twisted up more than, well, a chick trying to tie a knot in a cherry stem. Here we go. The 1. And a save there by Slake Giddy. Collar and elbow now. Hammerheart winning out. Hammerstone now finally getting back inside the ring. Eyeing up Drex Giddy. Collar and elbow. Setting him up. Here we go. Oh! Beautiful pile driver by Hammerheart, getting revenge for his partner there. But Hammerstone not moving an inch. Taken out with that pile driver. Hammerheart, though, still continues to work over Slake Giddy here. Working the hamstring over, and there's the might of Hammerstone. Send him up. Here we go. The spiral bomb. Not done with Slate Kitty just yet as Hammerstone. Oh, and a cutter. Hammerstone in trouble. The Irish whip over the top. Hammerheart needs to make the cover. Big DDT. And Hammerheart saving the day. Here we go. Rear chin lock by Hammerheart, trying to snap the neck of Slate Giddy, broken up there by Drex. The brothers Giddy, always desperate for a win. Never look past them. Those Weasley little taint-licking motherfuckers will always sneak something in. Here we go. Oh, snap suplex of the German variety. Irish whip now, Hammerheart off the ropes. Beautiful. Arm drag over the top by Hammerheart, coming back. Enraged that a little man like Drex Giddy could get him over as he did. Setting him up, sewing a neck breaker. Going for the cover once again. We got the one. Oh, the two. Not a successful cover. Stomping away on the outside, Hammerstone trying to bash the face in with his foot. Tilt-a-whirl power slam there by Drex Giddy. Here we go, sleeper hold applied. Hammerstone seeing it, takes out the referee and Drex Giddy all at the same time. Short arm clotheslines. Nice combination here by Hammerstone. This match is taking its toll out on all four men involved. Very slow to get up was it for Slake as well as Hammerheart. Here we go. Once again with the spiral bomb. Going for the cover. One. The two. It is over. Their first victory as a tag team. Hammerheart, Hammerstone, they are Warhammer. What a way to start your career in the tag team division. Hammerheart and Hammerstone, very successful in that matchup. The Giddies fallen short. But up next, the number one contender to the Pillar to Post Championship title. We got Siri Bloodyard, Precious, and Red Star. We got Total Hatred in the house. Hey, not a worry, man. I understand fully. I understand. Introducing first, we're representing the Angels of Anarchy. She is Precious. Angels of Anarchy. 4 members within their ranks. Shown how tough they can be. Not successfully captured any titles, but god damn, can they fight in that ring. Got high hopes for Precious in this triple threat. Let's see. I think the first show, you guys all will not hear me light up a cigarette. Was supposed to be live yesterday. Had a earache. Could not handle having the headset on my head. I do apologize for that, but we are here tonight. We'll be back here live Saturday, and we'll be back again Saturday night with some Pillar to Post podcast with Wild-Eyed Yeti Bloodyard. But ladies and gentlemen, representing the Bloodyard crew, she is former Pillar to Post champion and Wasteland champion, Siri Bloodyard. Yes, some new logos coming out too for a lot of the wrestlers. Siri Bloodyard as well as Evie have showcased, as well as Precious have showcased new logos for their tights, their shirts. You will also find AI created facsimiles of each of these wrestlers. Not easy. It might be easy using the AI generator for some, but making sure you got the right prompts in there. Oh, have mercy. Remember, if you got Discord, look me up, Pillar to Post. Capital P on Pillar, capital P on Post, all one word, Pillar to Post. And now, represent the Star family, ladies and gentlemen, she is Red Star. Now, I can't remember if this is a triple threat elimination or if it's just a triple threat one fall. We're going to find that out shortly. Red Star, the favorite child of Fred Star. Fred Star, a legend here of the RWO, has been with us for many, many years. Was able to catch up with him recently. What a great time that was with him, as well as Yeti. Triple threat action ready to break down number one contendership for the Pillar to Post Championship match. That title is being defended tonight. Siri Bloodyard, Precious, and Red Star. Let's get to it, folks. Seemed like initially these women were a little bit apprehensive of going to town, but since then, well, it's been Red Star taking control, putting Siri down as well as Precious. But Siri coming up from behind. Thump on the rump, backs her up the hard way. Now gripping up Precious. Both women working together. No. Red Star backs away, tells Siri to handle her own business. Bulldog reversal there. And springboard boom right to the back of the brain pan. Red Star with a bitch slap on Precious. Going for a quick win. Not even a one fall. She had to have been fucking out of her mind for even attempting it. And a super kick right to the back of the brain pan puts Red down face first, allowing Siri to go to work on the leg of Precious. Beautiful running drop kick there by Star. Bloodyard now tossed into the turnbuckle. Star with a beautiful spear right in the corner, putting the boots to the abdomen. Coming in from behind, kendo stick in hand, and right over the brain pan. Precious working her up on another thump of the rump, and there's the collar and elbow. Precious now in a whole world of trouble, getting ragdolled by Star. Jobber! Quickly broken up there by Siri Bloodyard. A hell of a show thus far. The power in Red Star, undeniable. You guys all just witnessed her pushing both women off her with a springboard tope. Go fuck yourself. Oh, have mercy. Precious flying with the Eagles tonight. Big German suplex combination coming your way. Rip cords her up, and there it is. The clothesline turns her inside out. Red now tossed into the barricade by Precious, who turns her attention back to Siri Bloodyard. Irish whip back inside the ring. I don't know what she's doing, mocking or taunting Precious there. Paid for it with a super punch. Put down with that beautiful knee strike right to the mush. Don't procrastinate. STO takedown there by Siri Bloodyard. Both women now working over Red Star, but Siri quickly chopping down Precious. And bringing out a table now. The fans been asking for it. You're gonna get what you ask for when a Bloodyard's involved, let me tell you. They're all about the violence. Everyone thinks Ruthless Inc. is the most ruthless faction here in the RWO. I can tell you, there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers here in the wasteland. And she about just broke her neck with that tope suicida. Suicide dive, it's named that for a reason. You miss your mark, you're liable to break your damn neck. Sledgehammer right in the abdominal region of Red Star. We're going to see another entry into the Anal Hammer of Doom. Cotton Candy was inducted at the top of the show by Evie Bloodyard. And Bill, if you're still watching, I was screaming at Evie that there's only one hammer that goes in the anal cavity of Cotton, and that was Bill Hate's hammer. She didn't listen. I tried, brother. Precious tossed in there by Siri Bloodyard. Red Star taking advantage, taking the back of Siri. Tossed her in the ring as well. Does not capitalize, however. Continues to roam around on the outside of the ring, allowing Precious to get the one-up on Siri. But a beautiful drop kick connects with the brain pan. Hooking up Siri, the Irish whip. Missed the pump kick and gets booted right in the temple. Cover! We got the one. Or the two. That's a no-go. Going for a pump kick of her own. Got caught up on the head of Red Star. Go to sleep. Holy mother. Red Star quickly breaking it up, not allowing a pinfall to take place. A little bitch slap of her own. Now ground and pound action. Welcome one, welcome all. I see you there in the chat. Come in and say hi. The water's fine. Siri going to the outside. She had Red trapped in the corner. Precious taking advantage though. Rising knee strike right to the breastises. Now on the outside, Siri with the ladder. Bashing it right in the grill of Precious. Coconut crush there on the outside. That is the brain pan connecting with the kneecap. And a running clothesline there, heart attack style by Red Star. Got to take this fight to the inside, get the pinfall in there. Scissor kick there by Precious. Collar and elbow, knees going to the midsection, trying to break a rib of Siri Bloodyard. And now working those feet, the elbows. What a combination there. And it with a knee strike right to the temple. Red Star put down, but Siri tossing Precious in. And a pump kick takes out Red Star. Irish whip now on the inside. Precious ready for Siri Bloodyard. Drops down. Here we go with the leapfrog. Pop up, hammer down. Cover her, you fool. Big mistake there by Precious. You gotta take an advantage of the weakness of a Bloodyard. Springboard cutter there by Siri Bloodyard. We got the one. And only a one. Unbelievable. I thought she had it there with that cutter. Cutter, stunner, whatever you want to call it. It's all about the same damn thing. Here we go. Little snake eyes action and a pump kick caught her right in the breastises. Put Red Star down the hard way. Hammering down on the back now is Precious of the Angels of Anarchy. Sledgehammer now in the hands of Siri Bloodyard. Hammer to the abdominal area. And now to the back of both women by Siri Bloodyard. Bided her time. The moment was right. And continues to beat down Precious with the sledgehammer. Referee ain't gonna stop a damn thing. It's all legal, ladies and gentlemen. Red Star's had enough. Has the steps in hand. Gonna introduce him to the ring? I believe she is. Springboard drop kick. Has both women down. Finally gonna go for a cover. Is it enough, though? We got the 2, and Siri Bloodyard becomes the #1 contender. She will face pillar to post champion, whoever that may be. Could be Meanie Girl, or it could continue to be the champion herself. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, she is Siri Bloodyard. Hey, don't be shy. Strike up a conversation in the chat. Ask a question, whatever you want. Just don't be a dick about it. Up next, #1 contendership. Who will face Bill Hate for the Wasteland Championship title? Will it be Wild-Eyed Yeti Bloodyard? Or will it be the #1 contender in Scuzz? Yes, Scuzz Saturday won the right to face Bill Hate. But Yeti has thrown down the gauntlet, has challenged Bill Hate for the Wasteland title. Bill said earn it. So tonight, Yeti's main goal is to become #1 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed undefeated ruler of the Wasteland. Bill Hate already stating none of these two are worth his time. We're going to find that out. Believe you me. But ladies and gentlemen, he is the self-proclaimed ruler of the Wasteland. He is the leader of the Bloodyard crew, representing the underground circus. He is Wild-Eyed Yeti Bloodyard. And he comes down, presenting himself like a king. Y'all, earlier today I was reminiscing, feeling nostalgic. I took out the old, rusted up ruler of the Wasteland title, held it in my hands for a good few minutes. And the thought occurred to me, is there truly anyone left here in the Wasteland worthy of being the ruler? This man might believe he can. But when you are a forgettable ruler, look what happens. You lose your throne. You keep your crown. But I mean, you're forgotten. Much like all the Bloodyards, everything is about their entrance. Overkill. But thank goodness it is them paying for all that pyro, all the shenanigans that comes with the Bloodyards. That falls upon them. Bill Hate saying that there is only one worthy of being ruler of the Wasteland. Yes, the man that you hear on the microphone now, calling every single match. I think that's who he was talking about. In my daydreams it is. You can't fight my daydreams, let me tell you, Bill. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Midwest Pro Wrestling. He's the founder, the general manager. He is Scuzz. Scuzz itching to face the likes of Bill Hate to get that Wasteland title around his waist. He has been champion before here in the RWO. Would love nothing more than to be the man to take it from the waist of Bill Hate. Scuzz, some might say a one-man wrecking crew. some would say. I'm not saying it. But a good fella. A real good fella. Too good. And when you're that nice, the wasteland eats you up. Here we go. 7 feet of Yeti Bloodyard. 440 pounds going up against 250-ish. 5 foot nothing of Scuzz. And look what happens when you face a giant. I have a feeling this is not going to go well for Scuzz. Yeti looked pretty angry out in the back lot of the arena today. About half hour before the show went live, he was ready to go to war, not with just Ruthless Inc., but the Brotherhood. And now he's going to pick the bones of Scuzz. And a massive headbutt stops Scuzz in his tracks. Rolling quickly back up to his feet, trying to turn things around here. Irish whip sends Yeti right to the referee. I don't know how the referee stood on his feet there. And we're going straight to the toys, folks. Straight for the toys. Sledgehammer coming back into play. Not fast enough is Scuzz. Scooped up by the giant Yeti. He's not just an attraction. He is a one-man killing crew. Walking it dry now. Walking all over Scuzz there. Rear chin lock. Cranking that neck to the side in an awkward position. Ooh, just a little bit ugly there. But nothing Yeti does is ever pretty. Nuh-uh. Look at that face. Not even a mother could love that face. Everything power-based on Yeti. He looks to slaughter you with the simple power of a Yeti. Pop-up pancaked him. Beautiful example of the power I was talking about. We only got a 1 there, I should say. Trying to turn things around now is Scuzz. Basement drop kick right to the ass of Yeti Bloodyard. You can watch Pillar to Post this Saturday on Pillar to Post. Or you can watch Yeti and the Angry Viking, I should say, on Pillar to Post this weekend. Saturday, we will be going live. We're going to be doing a little bit of a prediction show for WrestleMania 41. We'll also be discussing some of the storylines that have been taking place over the past couple of months. And busted open, lacerated is Scuzz. The kendo stick finding its mark. Busted open. And if you want to face the champion, why not bleed for it? Scuzz introducing Yeti to the apron there. Yeah, I tell you, those that haven't seen it, the first graphics I created for Pillar to Post on this coming weekend, I did not look good enough because, damn, it was a bad situation I put myself in on that poster. Kick out at 2 now. Scuzz on the verge of taking that #1 contendership and going straight at Bill Haight. Bill Haight currently at home injured from his experience on Saturday. Got taken out by not only Sin, but Mordecai. Still managed to main event the show and walk away with the Wasteland title, combining and unifying not only the Underground and the Wasteland title together. Here we go. Going for it. Yes, indeed. The penny dropper power bomb. We got the 1, the 2, and Yeti just ain't ready to face the champ. That honor goes to Scuzz. Yes, a very bad situation and predicament I put myself in creating that poster, but it has been rectified. It's still up on Discord. If you want to find out, you got to find me there. Don't be scared. I ain't gonna hurt you. I only bite once. Ladies and gentlemen, a rematch. Meanie Girl feels the ref screwed her out of her titles. Yes, both her titles unified on Saturday. Alexa Weiss defeating her. It wasn't exactly an honorable win for Alexa Weiss. I will say that. A call had to be made. But because that call was made, Meanie Girl does get her rematch. That's going down right now. How's everyone doing? It is Thursday today. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. If you're going to be watching WrestleMania 41, what's your thoughts? Get with us on Saturday night. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, representing the Underground. She is the former Pillar to Post and Second Circle champion. She is Meanie Girl. Meanie Girl, perhaps one of the toughest. Well, I will be watching it. It actually, night one falls on my son's birthday. And so it'll be a little bit more than just watching WrestleMania for me on Saturday or on the 19th. But following that, me and Yeti plan on going live as well, doing a WrestleMania live reaction or review, I should say. We'll be doing that both WrestleMania nights, getting back into the podcasting, folks. It's been a while. Netflix will have it. Don't have to pay extra to watch it either. Just get Netflix and you can watch. And here she is, still walking around with both titles, ladies and gentlemen, representing Midwest Pro Wrestling. She is the unified Pillar to Post champion, Alexa Weiss. For the U.S., I don't know. I believe it's for the U.S. as well. It should be, at least I believe so. Proud of her accomplishment on Saturday. She's been gone from the ring for so long. She's a multi-time champion here in the RWO, not only Big Dog Wrestling, but RWO as well. Proudly representing Midwest Pro Wrestling. Your Pillar to Post champion. That's all what it's about right there. What a hell of a match they had Saturday in the unification match. Meanie Girl didn't need to put her titles on the line. She could have just said, they're one. They are the Pillar to Post title. But no, she went out for a fight. Last pay-per-view wasn't on it. I'm going to have to look into it. Yeah, you should, because I watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all the pay-per-views on Netflix. I didn't know it was different for the U.S. Unified Pillar to Post title on the line. Like I stated earlier, there are new designs for the titles coming. Who will be the recipient of that new title design? Only Raw on it for the U.S. Holy fuck. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Meanie Girl starting off strong. She's got a lot of anger been cooking for the last few days, itching to get her title back. She's been holding on to the gold for so long, she forgot how it feels to be a woman without gold around her waist, and she's going to take that rage out here on Alexa Weiss. Now, be careful of Alexa Weiss, though. She can be dangerous inside that squared circle. Hammers down, trying to take her off the apron now. Meanie Girl in total control. And since she can't take her out, she goes out. Back suplex onto the apron. That'll realign your vertebrae for damn sure. Beautiful suplex now on the arena floor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one, welcome all. Think rest are on Peacock. Oh, I've never used Peacock to begin with, so I am out of my depths there. Excuse me. Damn. Hot shot on the top rope now. Alexa Weiss going for a quick cover attempt. I don't think she's done enough work. Not enough work, not even for a 2 count. Drop kick catches her right on the shoulder blade. Eating a little bit of the mat there did Meanie Girl. Now with a little bit of extra funding, we have been able to send out some new arena gear, getting some specialty items created, a new wrestling mat design, apron design coming your way. We're going to a new era. We might as well look the part. Now working the neck is Meanie Girl. Although I do like this arena. I like it a lot. Ground and pound action now. Nice reversal there by Alexa Weiss, the champion. Back in control. Working the leg, stretching it out. Trying to make Meanie Girl kiss her own kneecap. Snap elbow drop follow through. Nicely done. Very evenly fought matchup here between these two women. Both of them want to walk away with gold around their waist. I don't know who's going to do it. Who can get the win? Meanie Girl's got that ferocity about her. Could have happened right there with the double stomps to the spine. We got 2. And Alexa Weiss says, ain't happening. Dragged the carcass of the champion around, did nothing to capitalize on it. But the Irish whip and rolls through. Here we go, super kick. Back to trying to concuss the champion. If you can't win by any other means, knock a bitch out. And a cover. Just like that, she could be champion again. We got the 2. And Meanie Girl brings gold back to the underground. Alexa Weiss, a few days removed from winning the title, now back to taking her steps to becoming a challenger once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Meanie Girl, your reigning champion. Successful in her rematch. What a hell of a match that was. But up next, triple threat match. These 3 men will be vying for the Pillar to Post Championship title. Number 1 contender spot, Wolf Tirgavishte, a former Wasteland champion. An underground champion. Fred Starr, a former Wasteland champion in his own right. And then a former Pillar to Post champion and world champion of Big Dog Wrestling, Killshot Mason Storm. I think he was a 2-time world champion over on Big Dog. All that information is gone. Elimination rules apply, I do believe. Introducing first the man that leads the foundation. He is Wolf Tirgavishte. Former Underground champion, former world champion, former Wasteland champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has done it all here in the RWO. Legend here on Pillar to Post in his own right. Looking forward for a title match following this matchup. Let's see if Wolf Tirgavice can battle the odds. Triple threats, usually not kind of one man, but ladies and gentlemen, he leads the Star family, a legend of RWO. He is Fred Starr. Fred Starr will be overhauled. He's told me the look he's going for, so that will be changed following today's show. Unrecognizable will he be when he appears next. Gonna get down dirty here, ladies and gentlemen. Calls himself the Perfect Storm. He is Mason Storm. Yes, if Killshot Matt Storm watches the replay, I am taking it under my control to rename him, rebrand him as the Perfect Storm. Killshot belongs to Matt Storm. This is Mason Storm. So he will be rebranded as the Perfect Storm. Graphics have already been created. Former Pillar to Post champion, former Big Dog World Champion, now looking to capture the Pillar to Post Championship title once again, has to battle through two other men in an elimination rules setting. A former World Champion right there of the Underground, as well as many other titles. This man, multi-title champion as well. All men have been draped and dripped in gold. So it could be any man walking away with this title. But the most experienced, I'd have to say, is Wolf Tirgavice. He has been the most successful out of all three. Don't discount the short man in this matchup. I'm talking about Fred Starr. Dangerous in his own right. The Perfect Storm setting him up. Chicken wing. Oh! Lung blower. But waistlock control from Fred Starr. The son of Odin. Irish whip. Both Wolf Tirgavice and Mason Storm trap, shoulder block, takes them both out. A fighting machine is this little man known as Fred Starr. Freddie got fingered is what I like to call him. Just a personal nickname of mine. There we go, collar and elbow. Wolf Tirgavice taking control away from Mason Storm. Beautiful driver. We got the two, not even a two, close to a two. Might as well been a two. The referee's just slower than fuck. Oh, curb stop from behind. You dangerous little cockbiter, you. And now just kicking the crap out of Fred Starr. Wolf Tirgavice recovering though. Springboard, oh, and missed the drop kick. Pouncing down with a double axe handle was Mason Storm here. And a guitar in the hands of Fred. What the hell's a guitar doing at ringside anyway? And Wolf Tirgavice's lacerated. We got the one, the two. I don't know how the fuck he just kicked out. These men are going to play hard tonight to get what they want. They know the laws of the wasteland, folks. You want something, you take it. They're doing a fine job of trying to take shit. All these three men. getting a little bit villainous on their asses tonight. Off the ropes, here goes Fred, gets caught up, backbreaker into a neckbreaker combination. Mason Storm with a hell of a back elbow there, catches Fred right on the jaw. Here we go, Alabama slam it. No, did I? Or is it dead shot? I don't know what the fuck he calls it. It's effective. That's what it's called. And a basement flatliner. Fred doing the smart thing, rolls to the outside. You can't pin a fool who rolls to the outside. Double underhook brainbuster there by the Perfect Storm. And now, Mason Storm setting him up. Inverted DDT. And a Boo Psycho knee. Going for the cover. We got the 1, the 2. And Fred Starr still very much in this fight. Matt Storm in the house. How's it going? Yes, people will have to get used to me posting the links in Discord. I'm not apologizing for it, folks, but I am posting the links. We got the 1. How the fuck did he kick out at 1? That made no sense to me. And another guitar shattered over the head, this time of Fred Starr, as Wolf Tirgavice delivered an elbow. But now gripped up, and here we go. Oh, and pancaked him, but good. But from behind. Straight to work, but ain't happening. Mason Storm pounding away at the brain pan of Fred Starr, going nuts with a cutter. Get it done, Wolf, then come have a chat with us. Coming in with a kendo stick now. This is getting violent very quickly here in this matchup. I don't care which one of these men walk away victorious. They're all gonna be hurting like motherfuckers. Knee strike caught him right on the chin. Could not capitalize with a pinfall, but a DDT takes care of Freddie Starr. Went for a drop kick. Wow, did he fall short. Irish whip now. Wolf off the ropes. Beautiful block there. Grips him up. And a little bit of double team action. Side Russian leg sweep of the tag team variety. And another cutter by Wolf Tirgavice. Cover him, you fool! Adrenaline is making these guys make wrong decisions. The king of the pile driver with a package pile driver probably just broke the neck of Wolf. We got the 1, the 2, and a go fuck yourself of a kick out. Holy shit. Mason Storm learning to get a bit dirty here in this fight. Steel chair took out Fred, but Fred once again outsmarting everyone, rolling back to the outside. Big mistake there by Mason. Tossing Wolf out, but here we go, submission. The referee not even coming to check. It must be pinfall only. The rules, they change here in the RWO quickly. The referees, they get all smoking on their meth and they just change the fucking rules. Here we go. Oh, missed the elbow. Would have been a beautiful shades of Macho Man. As Fred Starr gripped up, another double team action. Oh, shit. Damn. DDT off the shoulders of Wolf Tirgavice, but covers Wolf instead, perceives him as the most dangerous. Wolf Tirgavice's been eliminated. It comes down to Fred Starr and Mason Storm. Who's going to face the Pillar to Post champion? Damn, he just rang his bell, but good. Knife edge chops, boot to the ribs, back and forth into Geary, finally finishing up the combination. The old man just wagging his finger over at Mason Storm. Setting him up, and the stump pull. Oh, onto the chair. Mason Storm lacerated. It's gotta be over. We got the 1, and the 2, and we got a #1 contender in Fred Starr. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and your #1 contender, he is Fred Starr. Wow, big congratulations to Fred. The man's been battling for a while to get back up in the ranks, and damn it if he didn't finally do it. Totally works against the storyline I was hoping for, but you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. Ruthless Inc. taking on the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood, deceitful dogs that they are, betrayed the Vicious Circle, causing Bill Haight to regress. Bring back Ruthless Inc. He wants to wage war in the wasteland. It all begins here and now in our main event of the evening. David Ruin, Jeff Haight, taking on Sin and Mordecai. Let's get ugly. Now, technically, David Ruin and Sin are still tag team champions, but with the betrayal of Sin and Mordecai, they took the titles away from David Ruin. David Ruin laid out in the back lot, while Jeff, Cotton Candy were locked in their locker room. But ladies and gentlemen, making their entrance known, Yeti Bloodyard in the chat. How you doing? Bite it like you love it, he says. David Ruin, Jeff Haight, they are Ruthless Inc. New looks, the skull mask on Big David Ruin. Hey, he doesn't need to look more intimidating. This man is like pert near 7 feet tall. Like, people ain't gonna be afraid of that motherfucker as he walks up on him. Have you seen him without his mask? Ugly. Plain ugly. Ruthless Inc. back in play, led by Bill Haight. Man, that guy, just Bill Haight alone. Not a man to be messed with, but these two men said, fuck it. I know these men very well. I'm on my, what, theater? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, ladies and gentlemen, self-proclaimed Wasteland Tag Team Champions. They are the Brotherhood, Sin and Mordecai. Just big, bad, and ugly all the way around. There is a reason why Bill Haight recruited them. There is a reason why they were members of the Vicious Circle. It isn't because they're nice guys. They are agents of chaos, and Bill Haight loves his chaos. Well, now, that chaos no longer reigned in. First thing they did, taking out Bill Haight, taking out the rest of Ruthless Inc., walked away with those titles. Well, let's see if they can hold on to them here and now. It's time to get ugly. We'll let our referee do his job here, and then it's time to get to work. Look at the size difference between Jeff Haight and that giant next to him in David Ruin. Confidence of these two men unparalleled. Well, let's see. They fucked around. Will they find out? The winners of this match next week will have to unify the titles with the Underground titles. See if they can manage it. Jeff Haight starting off with Sin. Definitely has the size or the speed, does Jeff, and alley-oop! I don't know how the fuck he managed to get that big man off his feet, but by God. Working fast and loose now once again with the alley-oop. Short little bastard he is. Did not work to his advantage, though. Boot right to the midsection. Irish whip now by Sin. Send him into enemy camp. There's the tag to the big dog known as Mordecai. You don't be showboating so quickly, you big numptard. What the hell? Still in control, though, Mordecai. Beating a piss right out of little Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, hate. Blatant chokehold here. The referee says, well, what am I going to do with that big guy? I'm staying in the corner where I'm safe. Cover. And we got the one. David Ruin just watching intently, biding his time. Missed the clothesline and found himself in a neckbreaker there by Jeff Haight. Finally getting the tag in. The monstrous David Ruin had been a tag team partner with Sin for so long, held those titles undefeated, I might add, for a long damn time. His partner turned on him, now stands on the outside of the apron, watching on as his brother getting wrecked here by Big David Ruin. Power of these men undeniable. And a tag there to the much smaller Jeff Haight. Elbow backing him up in the corner, running in with a DDT. Mordecai finally getting the upper hand here. Irish whip. Here we go. Back into the corner. No tag as of yet for Sin. Now Mordecai wants to whoop the dog. The Chihuahua here in this matchup. Once again, taking control. Jeff Haight with a beautiful suplex. Oh, we're going for it. The Three Amigos, maybe. Perhaps. And I is right. Cover. We got the one. And only a one. Gonna have to do a lot more. And takes out Sin with a spear. Quick enough to grab a hold of Mordecai, but Mordecai outsmarting him, outpowering him. Irish whip, drops down, and a big boot. Pertnier rips the face right off the skull of Jeff Haight. Dropping that knee right into the neck. Sid waiting to get tagged in, wanting a piece of Jeff Haight. Hell, I can't wait to see when David Ruin goes toe-to-toe with Sin here. Betrayal stings like you wouldn't believe. You gotta believe David Ruin itching for the moment he gets the face off against his former tag team partner. Beautiful submission hold right here by Jeff Haight. He's like a big rubber bendy. He just can flex his fucking limbs all over the goddamn place. Tie you up in a knot. Can Jeff Haight. But you can see right on the brow, lacerated, is the little man in this fight. Cover. Sid says, you little puppy dog. Ain't happening. Slow to get to his feet is Mordecai. Basement DDT there by Jeff Haight. Looking for that tag. Mordecai just trying to get to his feet here. Now he's got to deal with Big David Ruin. Irish whip. Big power slam. Cover. One. And a quick kick out there by Mordecai. Sweeping the leg now. Get your tag in while you have the opportunity, you big goon. Irish whip now. Into the turnbuckle goes Ruin. Looking for that tag. Mordecai still not willing to tag out. Wants to prove a point with Ruthless Inc. here with Big David Ruin. Oh, yes, not only with his boot, but his big, meaty hands choking the life out of David Ruin. And this is where the Brotherhood excels. Getting down and dirty. Got him, Goozle! And there it is, the choke slam. We got to cover 1, 2, And a big kick out there by David Ruin. Ain't laying down just yet. And now, when the time is ripe, Sin will stand off against the Samoan in David Ruin. And David Ruin taking one look, got right into action here. The rage fueling this big man. Is it the setup? Are they about to get ruthless? Put him on the chop block. It could be over right here. We got the 1, the 2, and somehow Sin survives. Jeff and David had that scouted perfectly. Talk about taking the piss out of a man. The Irish whip now, Sin being tossed over the top rope to the apron. Bringing him in the hard way, dragging Sin over the top, hammers him down, and another cover attempt. We got the 1. Mordecai quickly stepping in to break up the count, did not succeed before Sin kicked out. Off the ropes comes David Ruin, went for the punt. Missed his mark, and now Sin gets his meaty grips on the big, wild Samoan. Yabber! We got the 2, and we have definitive Wasteland champions. Somehow, some way, the Brotherhood prevails here in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, they are your Wasteland champions. Mordecai, Sin, they are the Brotherhood. I didn't realize they had this fucking victory. Fuck me and call me Sally. Well, for those that watch me live, I appreciate you guys coming in. I wish you would have talked a little bit more in the chat. Bill Haight was right there. Fucking, get yourselves out there, talk a little bit. But I want to thank you for joining me. Those that watch later on, I appreciate you. But I will be back Saturday with some RWO action, and then later on at night, it will be Yeti and the Angry Viking joining you for some Pillar to Post. We're going to be discussing the storylines that have been taking place and the lead up and predictions for WrestleMania 41. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Always have a better tomorrow. I'm out of here.